What's up, guys? Poppy Faded here. I got a pretty good story for y'all. It's first time one of my homies. Y'all know him from previous couple stories. R. You know him as R. Yeah, his first time doing shrooms. I also have a couple other stories that tie to this one, so just gonna tell all of them. So yeah, let's get into it. So I'm just chilling in my room one day. Starts off pretty average day, just playing video games, chilling in my room. It's a couple days after a rodeo. So everybody was still, hanging out from the rodeo and shit. You know, I was my friend stayed the night since the rodeo, so he was like at my house for a couple days. We'll call him N. So me and N are just chilling, playing video games and shit. Just finding shit to do, and we get a call from this girl named CA. Now CA was at her house. She had too many people over there to fucking for me to name. All right, but her and her boyfriend were over there, and so was R. So me and N go over to the CA's house, and yeah, we're just chilling and figuring out shit to do in CA's room when me, R, and N get the idea to go get alcohol. Now, previously, me and my homie Jay, uh, yeah, we found this abandoned strip club or building. Whatever, it was a bar and a strip club. But yeah, it's abandoned or not fully abandoned. It was like under construction or something. But there was still like a mini fridge full of beer and alcohol in it. So I tell R and N about this. I'm like, yo, we should go get it. And like, I'm down. So we get a backpack, go all the way over to that abandoned, like, I'm just going to call it abandoned. Even though it's not, I'm just going to call it abandoned. It's easier. So we go to that abandoned strip club. And yeah, we get in. R's out keeping watch while me and N go in and do all the dirty work. We squeeze through a fence. We try breaking the lock because they put a lock on the mini fridge because they knew that little hoodlums like us would try and get into it. And that didn't stop us. That's why you should get better sleep, kids. But anyways, yeah. So I'm just trying to break the lock like a fucking caveman, literally bashing that shit down like a goddamn fucking Geico caveman. And then N gets a brilliant idea to get an unscrewer set or like those like things like screw heads. I think that's what they're called. Those things that unscrew shit and screw in shit. It's like screwer heads or whatever. Screwdriver heads. Yeah, I think that's what they're called. But he gets a whole bunch of screwdriver heads. We find the one that matches to the hinges of the fucking lock thing. There's like this like lock and there's a lock holder that's like bolted onto both sides of the mini fridge. We unbolt those. Alright? Once we unbolt those, we fill the backpack up with as much beer as we fucking can. Like literally. She was like half the mini fridge. And that mini fridge was like full. So me and N get out of there and we go back to CA's house. And we're just waiting a little bit for a couple more people to show up and stuff. I'm trying to remember. Fuck, it's yeah. Then CA's mom comes down, and yeah, she's scary. I'm not gonna lie, she's scary. And then she calls CA up and asks her about the beer and shit. And she asks us not to do it in front of the kids. And she's shouting at us saying, "Hey, if you, no one can go out tonight, all right? Because if you guys get caught drunk outside, then then we're all gonna get fucked. So don't." So yeah, we start cracking open some beers and shit. And I don't know who was over there, but some motherfucker that was like over there for CA's mom had a yard. We were all just taking hits of the yard. I was like one beer in. I chugged like a beer and I was on my second one. And the yard hit didn't hit right with the alcohol. Now I normally don't throw up to beer and alcohol. Or no, alcohol and fucking weed. I don't throw up to that shit normally. But for some odd reason, I threw up because something wrong was with that cart hit. Like that car hit just did not hit right. So yeah, I fucking threw up on the table a little bit. I go upstairs asking CA's mom for like some paper towels and shit because I'm not about to leave my throw up because that's nasty. She's like, here, get some paper towels. And yeah, I just pick it up, throw it out. And yeah, now I'm geeked as fuck and low key drunk as fuck. And yeah, we're all just vibing, chilling, like blasting music, having a good time, telling jokes. When we decided to watch a movie. Now fast forward, I don't think we watched a movie. I don't know. We were just listening to music, getting drunk as fuck. And yeah, so fast forward, most of us are upstairs. Right? CA and her little fuck ass boyfriend were downstairs in their bed doing God knows what. Actually, I do know. I'll tell you all that later, but y'all could probably guess, but still. So yeah, when my homie R is texting this one girl, and he sends her a snap of me, and she's like, oh, he's cute, like talking about. Sorry guys, my mic fucking cut out for some butt fucking reason. I don't know, but yeah, I forgot what I was gonna talk about. But yeah, she's like, oh, he's cute, and my homie R asks me to ask if he should ask her to pull up for me and shit, and I'm like, sure. So he's like, texting her. We'll call her C. All right, and R is texting C, asking if she wants to pull up, and she's like, yeah, sure, but you're gonna have to meet me halfway because my dirt bikes ain't working and I don't have a car. And yeah, so I'm like, sure, I'll pick her up because I'm the one gonna be doing shit with her. Like, might as be a gentleman and shit, or not? Because that's how I was raised. But yeah, so like I'm walking like half fucking like it goes all the way across town basically. Like CA lived by a school and C lived all the way by a hospital, which was like across fucking town. Now I live in a small ass town, so to someone who lives in a big city, not that far. But still, it was if when you live in a small town, smaller distances are farther, I guess, to other people. I don't know. So I walk all the way over there, fucking drunk as hell. But no cops stop me because when I get drunk, I can walk perfectly straight. I can talk perfectly straight. Just when I'm sober, I can. And so that's how I get away with being drunk so many times. The only thing that gives me away is my breath. That's like the only thing that gives me away. But other than that, yeah. So yeah, I meet her at this gas station, and we just get to talking. I'm like, "What's your favorite music?" She's like, "Oh, I like dad rock," and I'm like, "Oh yeah, I like grunge and shit, like Alice in Chains, Nirvana, shit like that." She's like, "Oh, cool." I'm like, "What else do you like? Like, what's your favorite movie?" She's like, I don't know. I'm like, "Okay, what's your favorite TV show?" She's like, Big Mouth. I'm like, "Nice." And it was a very awkward walk on the way home, to CA's house. It was a very awkward walk home. But once we get there, you know, both of us started drinking again. Cause while I was gone, my homie N went back to the freaking house thing. No, not the house. We call it something, but I'm not gonna say it. The fucking abandoned bar. He went back and got some more beer. I think I don't even remember half the night. I was blackout most of the night, so taking me a lot of brain power. But yeah, so anyways, there was another backpack full of beer. That's the important thing. So me and C just started drinking and shit. And we got some bitters, which is like basically liquor or something. I don't know. And we're just drinking, talking. we're kind of flirting here and there, know, and yeah, she spits her beer at me flirtatiously, I think. I don't know. Yeah, then like, R takes me to the other room. He's like, yo, she wants you to make a move on her. Make a move. And I'm like, I'm scared. Because, I am generally scared to make the first move because, like, a lot of my homies have gotten false rape allegations on them. So, like, I'm scared of that. He's like, trust me, she won't. I'm like, okay. So, I make the first move. I come sit up next to her. I put my arm around her. She gets all close to me and shit. And yeah, it just goes like that. We're drinking beer, talking and shit. And yeah, when I was gone, R told me when I was gone, CA and her boyfriend were fucking making out and they fucked while I was gone and they heard all of it. So I was glad I was gone for that. We're all just talking. There's like hella people there. We're all vibing. Then, one thing led to another. Me and her went downstairs and like, yeah. And, it gets in the morning. Kind of a fight breaks out, by the way. Like, some motherfucker got too drunk. Started talking hella shit on everybody. And, I didn't whoop his ass because I understood that he didn't know half the shit that he was saying. But my homie R did not give a fuck. So, like, R got a little too close to C, and R views C as a sister. So, R socks that dude in the face, instant bloody lip and all that. They the same kid, who's drunk as fuck, starts talking shit on my homie N, and he gets his shit rocked by N. Yeah, like two fights break out that morning. But other than that, we're all just chilling, getting a hangover and shit on like a rip off Omegle and shit. And I'm just saying the most outrageous shit ever. Like this girl with a big ass forehead popped up on the screen. I was like, holy fucking forehead. We all just burst out laughing. Fucking, I was telling everybody that being me and C were like siblings and shit on some weird ass shit. I was just trying to freak people the fuck out because it was funny as fuck to me. And yeah, then C eventually had to go home. I was like, bye and shit. Before that, you know, like, she's like, we kind of became official. Like, we started dating after that one night. And to this day, we still are. And C, if you're watching this video, I love you. But yeah, so the next day, we're all still chilling and shit till like the night. So we spent the entire day at CA's house. Literally just hung over as fuck, trying to figure out what to do next. When, one of CA's friends brought some magedelic, magedelic mysolibin mushrooms, baby, whatever the fuck. Some magic shrooms, basically. And, it was my homie R's first time taking shrooms. And N's. He told me he'd eaten mushrooms before, but his little dumbass thought I meant fucking mushrooms that you put on pizza, not fucking mushrooms that, you get high off of. So, but I was the most seasoned mushroom user in the whole trio. So, I take like the most, I'm tripping balls. Like we're walking over to a nearby park. I put some like it was like in a pixie stick, mushrooms mixed in a pixie stick. So I put some in a tortilla. Eat that shit up. Why did I say tortilla with an accent? I'm not fucking Mexican. What the fuck? R takes same amount as me. So does N. And we all just go to a nearby park with people. We're just chilling and shit. A couple fights break out. Normal time at the park at night, basically. People are drinking. We're all having a good time. We go back to CA's house. My mom calls me saying I have to go home. And yeah, and my homie R was like, please don't leave me like this. So I'm like, for sure, I'll come back when, my mom's asleep. I'll sneak out. And yeah, that's what I do. I go home. I ask N if he wants to come. He's like, yeah, but then, he changes his mind last second. He's like, no, I'll just stay here. And yeah, I just go to his fucking CA's crib, and yeah, we're all chilling. But on my way to CA's crib, my mom picks me up because apparently N snitched on me. He told my mom everything, what we were doing, fucking all of that. So as soon as I got home, I was still high off the mushroom. So I wasn't in the clear headspace, clearest headspace, I should say. So yeah, I go back to CA's crib. Like I run back as soon as I get home. I just go out where I sneak out and yeah, run back over there, taking back roads and shit. When I get back there, yeah, I see R. We hug each other. We're like, "Yo, what's up? I missed you." And yeah, N had Nick that I stole. Like I put it in my pocket before I left, and he never found out. And to this day, he doesn't know. But yeah, that was my homie's first time doing mushrooms. I know it was more focused on the fucking party and shit, but who cares? Got a problem with it? Fuck you. Nah, I'm kidding. But bye guys. See ya.